go. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something that every bassist struggles with, and that's staying relaxed under pressure. You're cruising through a piece of music and all of a sudden that difficult passage that you've been working on comes and you tense up, your shoulders pull up, and your sound constrains, and you just get into this cycle that's really hard to break out of. Well, today we're going to be exploring some strategies for staying relaxed on the bass even when the going gets tough, and we're going to take a look at a very special artist and how he does it. Let's start off with a great example of somebody playing the bass in a super relaxed way, especially when the going gets tough. This is my good friend Szymon Marciniak. He was our guest here in San Francisco for our winter bass bash with his pianist and collaborator Evan Mitchell, and he played this super cool piece by Andres Martin called Sueños. I'm actually performing that on a recital this spring, and as I was watching him play the last movement, Escape, I was just mesmerized by how relaxed he was able to stay under pressure. So let's check out Szymon playing this, and we can learn a lot from this. Okay, so if you just look at his right arm, you can just see everything nice and loose and relaxed. And I find that as I'm working on this, there's starting to be tension kind of radiating out. And I have to make sure that I'm keeping my core relaxed, my back and my shoulders, and really thinking about big muscles and then letting it radiate down to the small muscles. And this is such a great example. I mean, you can hear how he's putting weight into the bass very, very efficiently. I mean, you can actually hear the strings hitting the fingerboard a bit, but you can see how relaxed he is. And I think it's so common, at least for me, to force the sound, and that leads to tension building and mounting throughout my body. And I'm not seeing that here. This is looking beautiful and relaxed and just like a textbook of what you want to be doing, staying relaxed on the bass. See how he's feeling the groove with his whole body? He's engaged, he's in an athletic pose. Here's when I start to clamp up in this piece when I'm playing it. You can see how free he is in his body. You can see that motion all through the shoulders and back. My dog's having a dream, by the way. And because he's relaxed, I think he's able to really groove in this way, and it's helping the sound, and it's a lifelong journey for sure. I was talking with Szymon about just how relaxed he was right after the recital, and it's just so obvious to me. By staying relaxed, you're getting a better sound, you're able to be more musical. There's another fast passage at the end, so he's played this entire piece at this point, but he still manages to let his body be loose and free like this. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. When he's going for the shift, there's fluidity. He's feeling the groove in his whole body. Because he's able to have that fluidity, he's really able to groove in a convincing way. It's just so rhythmic and driving. Okay, why is it so important to stay relaxed on the bass? Well, for one thing, it just sounds better. When you're tense, your playing becomes less fluid and expressive. Also, tension can lead to injury. When you're tense, you don't work as optimally and you can develop tendinitis and all sorts of strains and muscular problems and so many other things. So really solving this, especially when the going gets tough, is so important for us bassists. So how do we stay relaxed when we're facing difficult passages? Well, here are 5 techniques that work for me. Number 1, take a deep breath. This may seem obvious, but it really does help. When you're feeling tense, your breathing tends to become shallow and rapid. By taking a slow, deep breath, you can help to calm your nerves and ease some of that tension. Number 2, focus on your technique. When you're struggling with a difficult passage, it's so easy to tense up and try to force your way through it, just make it happen. But this can actually make things worse, so just focus on your technique. Look at your left hand and how it's operating. Try to take an objective approach. Really pay attention to those bigger muscle groups, your back and your shoulders, and feeling nice and long and lengthened. And I've done several videos that are related to this. Number 3, and this can seem counterintuitive, slow down. When you're working on a difficult passage at a fast tempo, your brain and your body are working overtime to keep up. By slowing things down, you can give yourself a chance to focus on staying relaxed and staying loose and free, and you'll solve things that you're not going to solve when you're trying to push that tempo. So be sure to slow things down on a regular basis and you'll be amazed at the results. Number 4, visualize success. I am continually amazed at how when I'm going through a piece in my mind, I make mistakes in my mind. How can that be? Well, it happens all the time. Visualization is a technique that musicians and athletes and so many other people use to stay relaxed under pressure. Just watch a basketball player at the free throw line or any other athlete. They're probably using visualization all the time to make sure that those in-person, physical, real-world moments can be a success. So before you actually play the passage, take a moment in your mind to visualize yourself playing it perfectly. And the more detailed, the better. If you can visualize your hand, your motion, if you can feel kinesthetically how your body's going to move as you do that, you will gain so much of the benefits of practice, but almost like a 3rd or 4th dimension to your practicing. It's a wonderful way, even when you've got lots of time on the instrument, to solve things efficiently. Number 5, and this is so important, take a break. When all else fails, take a break, and even better, schedule regular breaks. The more important an event is for me, or the closer something comes on the calendar, the more I take breaks every few minutes even, just to take a drink of water, or certainly a longer break, and every 25 or 50 minutes or whatever interval makes sense to you. No matter what you do, your body is working to play this large instrument here, and tension is likely to build up, and fatigue and compensating and all sorts of things like that. And you'd be amazed how just even a few seconds of a break can reset things. And I find that just putting my bass down, getting a drink of water, coming back to the bass, I all of a sudden am reset and thinking about the big picture things, the larger muscle groups. And if you want to learn more about these topics, check out what we've got linked up here. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.